How we doing, folks? Good evening, everybody. Jay from Cold Nights here. And tonight, we have a special look at Arcade Tycoon. It's one of the great Series 10 releases that Premium has put out. Pre-orders are now open. And I can honestly tell you, I have had a tremendous time with the game so far. So, we're not going to start in the tutorial stage, but I think we will start in Adobo Street. That I am not 100% sure of, 8-Bit, but we can certainly get that answer for you, for sure. I just kind of came on with the company, so I'm kind of getting to know some of that stuff, but we will definitely get that answer for you. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the first stage, which is Adobo Street. Okay, so this is the title screen here. All right, so we're going to go to Campaign and Adobo Street. Now you can see I have already hit the trophy, kind of like achievements, and those unlock things for the stages, and they also unlock more things, like you can unlock pinball machines, you can unlock pusher machines, tons of different things to put into the game. So we're going to go ahead and restart because we don't want to just join it because I already had done that. So we're going to go ahead. I keep hitting B. Jeez. It's been a while since I've had the Switch Pro Controller in my hand. So we're going to go ahead and restart this one. Okay. And it is now loading up. All right. Before we get started, anybody having any issues with sound? Everyone hear me all right? It's not too loud, no echo or anything like that. So you can choose a random name, but I think I will name my arcade. And we'll call it probably Cold Quarters. Hello, Phil. How are we doing tonight? Cold Quarters. I like that. Sounds like a great arcade name. And how is everyone doing tonight? Did everyone have a nice meal? Everyone ready for checking out this game here? How was everyone's day? All right, so we're going to start. Now, as you can see, you start closed. With your trigger buttons, you can go in and out. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start building. All right. So one of the key things that you're going to want to do is start with your ATM, and we're just getting this moved over to the second screen here, so I have it nice and full screen. So we're going to go to amenities, because what is an arcade without a place to get your money and get your tokens? So that is a super important thing. All right. Let's go ahead and got to keep the chat up here. Okay, we'll get that moved over here. We'll go full screen again, and then we can properly start this. Okay, so this token machine looks a little silly, but we're not starting with a ton of money. So as you can see, the machines have different ratings and different costs. Okay, so we're going to go with the basic machine, though, and we like to have them right by the door. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that right by the door. All right, you have to have clearance to walk in and out of the door. All right, actually, I think we might go ahead and move this guy to this spot right here. I like that much better. Okay. So now we need a place for people to get their money for the games. So we're going to go over to ATMs. We'll go with a classic ATM. We're going to put that one right by the door. Okay. Good deal. Sunset Land does look like a good one, though. I'm definitely excited for that. And the beautiful thing is, right, you can just come right over here and your square button opens up your menu. So you can go right ahead, and now I'm playing on a controller. This is even more intuitive with the touch screen when you're not streaming, because you can just touch the power switch. But here you're going to arrow over to the power switch, and we're going to turn that on. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing here. All right. And unfortunately, I can probably pull this off for a moment to show the top, because this game has stuff right at the top of the screen. So we're going to want to go ahead and remove this for a moment. We're actually going to just move it to the back. There we go. So we move the overlay to the back so we can see the top of the screen here. And you do have power, and you do have to buy power. So that is something that you have to keep your eyes on. All right. So those are on, and they're ready to go. And now we can build our first arcades. So we have the Beast. And it's pretty cool that there's little like descriptions. Unleash your inner beast and prowl the night like the toughest of cats. So we're going to pick the Beast, and we're going to go right here. I like to try to keep things lined up, but we'll see how possible that is. And we can see that we have $3,498. Okay. So we're going to go down. I think we can do an abduction as well. Okay. And we'll throw in a crimson. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. And as you can see, we have machine ratings, stars, and happiness, how much power it takes up, how much space, and what the cost is. Now you can upgrade the machine ratings through the menus. So we're going to go ahead and put crimson. And we're going to start with that, all right? Because there's other things that we do want to do. So one of the other things that we're going to want to do is there is a whole system where you can hire help for your arcade. So it's pretty interesting that they give little things like has 6 kids, always busy at home, can fly a jumbo jet via simulator, tone deaf. Now he's level 5, so he's probably pretty expensive. And you can see the cost down here. To hire him right now would be $1,302 and then $361 per month. So, because we're starting out, we're going to go with someone much cheaper. We're going to go with Matthew Davies. And we're going to pop him down. Whoop. I just did it again. Alright, so we're going to go with Matthew Davies. And now he will be manning the arcade to repair the machines if they go down. So we're going to go ahead and turn these guys on. Okay. Now we got 1,710 left. There is a couple other things that are very important that we have in the arcade before we get started. So we're going to go to build. Another thing that we need if you want to keep your technicians from going berserk is a staff room. So we have to have this little cubicle here for them to go into and take breaks. So we're going to put this one over in the corner. We'll leave room for one more arcade machine after. And I just hit B again, my gosh. Been a while with the Pro Controller. So, staff room is down. So, that will be a place, and you'll see that actually can get pretty in-depth as well. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But that is going to be something that's pretty neat to be able to upgrade. So we're going to take a look in it. I don't have the money to upgrade it quite yet. But you can enter the staff room. And here, you can upgrade the coffee machine. And each one of these gives you a perk, which is pretty neat. That makes, because like when you get a really big arcade, like the arcade I was dealing with, yeah, it does look pretty cool. We got like a ninja dude. We got like the monkey robot. The bathroom. It's funny that the toilet's just out in the open. But so when you buy these things, you buy them first, and they'll go into these darkened out spots. We don't have the money for that yet, but you can upgrade each of them. Because when you have a huge arcade, you may have multiple security people, multiple maintenance technicians, and multiple cleaners working for you. So right now, there's no toilet paper. There's just a toilet out in the open air. But if you give them toilet paper, it can improve their toilet speed dramatically. Because it's realistic like that, where your technicians and your workers actually need to go to the bathroom, and they need to go to the break. And it's cool because they can develop flaws where they'll take too long in the bathroom, or they'll take too long of a break. But we also have a retro games console. Don't we love that? That looks like it's pretty neat. It kind of looks like a PlayStation, but it also looks like a Super Nintendo. And it has like a GameCube looking TV on top of it. Nice sofa with a teddy. Always good. So, as you can see, there's quite a lot of depth to the game. A lot of cool stuff to put in here. Now, what's one other thing that we think that we probably definitely are going to want to have for an arcade? We definitely need a bathroom. So let's go ahead and go to amenities, all right? And we're going to need some toilets. We are definitely going to start with the small toilet because this is a very, very small place. All right, so we're going to go right here, and then when we put in more arcade machines, we can put them on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and put our Portaloo toilet. Hygiene, you won't find any of that here. Pretty funny stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put that. And for some reason, that needs power. I've never seen a porta potty that needed power. Maybe it has like a little light in it or something. But we're going to go ahead and give it some power. Okay. Now, I feel like this is pretty much ready to go. We have 720 in the hole, okay? And I feel pretty good about starting this up. But before we do that, I do want to show you guys how the radial menu works. Whoop, now that's a recording menu there. So, if you hit X and then down, you have access to all this really cool stuff. I know a lot of people really, really like simulation games and how in-depth they can be. This one has marketing programs, has power management. You can even change the difficulty on the arcades and how many tokens they take to play them. How we doing, Frank? Good to see you, man. So here you have kind of a summary of your stats, okay? Over here, objectives. So we have our achievements here. Getting over 50 guests, purchasing 5 retro machines. As you can see, I've already done 3 of those. And having your arcade's value hit a certain amount. You have contracts that you can take. So we're going to go ahead and take one of them before we get too far ahead. So let's look at... I just hit that again. We'll go back to objectives, and we're going to take a look at... We'll go with spend $50,000. These are very important, especially later in the game. When the difficulty is much higher, because getting stars and getting money to continue investing in your arcade can be very, very difficult, especially if your customers aren't happy. So we're going to go ahead and spend $50. And the neat thing is, if you look underneath that list of active contracts, there are these special coins. And once you've done 5 contracts, you get 1 special coin, which you can use to buy unique arcade machines that have 5 stars and will drive your customers' happiness. Yeah, there is definitely a lot of depth to this. I'll be honest, all right? I'm always honest, like I said in the last stream. When I first looked at this, I'm like, I hope I'm going to like streaming this. I hope I'm going to like playing this, because I'm not huge on Sims, but we'll see how this is. And I was surprised by the depth, and I was hooked. There's been days where I've played for hours and hours. So I know this pretty well. So we have a whole finance screen that you can see the ledger for your income for different things, your expenses. You can take out loans, and the loans are tied to the achievements. So those are tied to, once you have the bronze achievement, you can take out a $5,000 loan, silver $25,000, and gold $50,000. And of course, that one is called Donald Corp loans. your basic profit and loss, and then your net worth, your cash balance minus outstanding loans, and your arcade value. Now, research, as you can see, I've played many, many hours in the game. I think I want to say it said 15 on the Switch when I looked up my time. So that's pretty neat that I've played that much for a genre I'm not really huge into. But all of these can be unlocked with your stars, and stars you get whenever someone plays your arcades or turns in tickets at the prize station. So a lot of these took many, many hours to unlock, but you unlock food vendors. Those are some of the first ones you're going to do. Unlocking food vendors, unlocking drink vendors, having your machines be more durable against thieves, speeding up transactions. There are so many of these things that you can do to make the game, I don't want to say easier, but they're basically like a perk system. So it's pretty neat to be able to get those. And as you can see, I've unlocked them all. So we won't be actively unlocking them here. You can have marketing campaigns where they will increase your traffic by X amount, and it costs you X amount to do it. So if we look at that, right? So we're going to go here. I can do 1 month for $7.50, and that will increase my traffic by 20% with the 20% drink voucher. Over here, probably the most important part of the game is your arcade rating. So once you get in here, as you scroll down, it breaks it down. So machines, availability, cost, popularity. Utilities, tokens, ATMs, toilets. Food, availability, value, variety. Same thing for drinks. And then your appeal, cleanliness, maintenance, decor, overall. You can see trends that are coming up, so you can buy and sell machines to appeal to the masses. And lastly, you have your staff room. So that is your radial menu, but I think we are ready to open. Now, I certainly got addicted to playing this game on like full out crazy speed because you can unlock up to 4 speed. When you first start playing, you won't have 4 speed. I believe you have 2 speed. You can unlock 3 and 4. I love playing on 4. Hey Rush, how we doing? Yeah, I had to do my yearly shave off. I do it like once a year. The big black beard's got to go, air out the face. It's always nice to do it in the winter to feel the cold on you. I'm looking a little baby faced and but yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open and see how this goes. And the first thing we're going to do once we get some money up is probably do some decorating. But let's go ahead and hit the 2 buttons together and open. I really love watching this, and especially in these small rooms where it's very easy to see what's going on. All right, so we're going to have ourselves a cough drop, and then we're going to have a rock star while we see how our arcade does in the beginning. We have our first customer. Hello, young lady. How we doing? All right, what is she going to do? She's going right over to abduction. And the cool thing is when you're facing the arcades, like you obviously can't see it if we had them against the far wall, but you can see a little representation of the game, and it's really, really cool. Dude goes in and goes right to the bathroom. Come on. Oh, businessman who is not happy. What's he unhappy about? She liked that game. Now, if we're curious to see, you can go to your radial menu, and unfortunately it's behind my cleanly shaven face. Top complaints in the bottom left corner will tell you, it'll say this place is dirty, or there's too long of a wait for this machine, or this machine is too hard, or there's not enough variety in food and drink. So you can look at that, and it'll tell you ×3. So that means 3 people have made that complaint. So that's pretty neat for you to be able to address what's going on in your arcade. So we're getting a little bit of money up, and we don't have loans, all right? And I believe the rent is free in this first one, so you don't have to factor in rent. So let's look at some of the decoration things, and that's some of the most fun stuff that I've come across in this game. So let's look at the walls. They look very bland. There are so many cool things that you can unlock. Look at all these different colored bricks. If you're into something that's basic, the wood looks a little smoother, all right? So, and then you can have like a rustic look, pirate look. You can have it be like stone bricks, cyber brick, cupcakes. There are literally so many cool ones. The Daydream one looks really cool. So I think we're going to do the Daydream one. I really like how that looks. All right. And you can do them one at a time, or like I just did one, or you can hold it down and just move along the wall. All right. And it will go behind the machines, and you don't have to do the far walls. It's just the wall here. But look how cool and soothing that looks. And as you can see, I think it looks pretty aesthetic. So, if you don't have the money to hire a cleaner yet, what you can do is you use your right stick, and there's a manual litter picker. So if these people were chucking stuff down, I can grab the litter they're throwing on the ground. I can also, which I think we're going to do, real quick, go over to amenities. We're going to get a bin, and you can see this game has a trash coverage indicator. So I don't think they'll make too much litter over here, but if we put the bin, say, right here in the corner, that's not going to give us enough coverage. So we're going to put it probably right about here, because that will allow us to put it between some machines. I keep hitting the B button. How embarrassing. Okay, so we have our fancy trash bin, and if you look at the trash bin, even the trash bin has stats. This is how in-depth the game is, and this is the stuff I love. How much collected, what the capacity is, and you can empty the trash, move it, or sell it. So, we have a place for them to put their trash. Now, we don't have any decorations or good flooring yet. So, let's take a look and see what we can do there. So, decorations, let's head on over to the flooring. Some of these look really cool, but I want to find something that'll look neat. Light blue carpet, I think, would look tremendous, or even darker blue carpet with those walls. So let's do that. And this, very much like the other ones, we can drag it. Boom. Whoa, he did not like that. Did you see he made like an angry face? Wow. Okay, but I think that looks pretty good. And the wall and the flooring have a little bit of an effect on your customers, but not as much as actual decorations. So let's take a look at actual decorations. So we can go to objects. We're not going to be able to afford the really expensive ones, but I think a nice plant would go well somewhere. Maybe we'll put a plant in the corner here. $157 for a plant. That's pretty fancy. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff because they get pretty big. You can have a pretty fancy cactus. You can have scarecrows and llamas. You can have a pillory in case someone needs to be punished. Multiple colors of llamas. Ship wheel, gravestones, some of the cooler stuff, and each one gives you a decor rating. Ooh, look at that. A traditional English telephone box, almost like a TARDIS that's red. Pretty neat. But there's a lot of cool stuff that you can put in here, and it has a decor rating. So you can see how much it will affect the decor. We got a lion statue, creepy tree, skeleton statues. There's a lot of cool stuff, but these ones get pretty expensive. They're way more than we can afford right now. But look at this, you can have a tank, because some of them are much larger. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of detail in this game. I definitely love it. It kind of brings me back to playing sim games like... And it kind of I have a question for the chat here. This reminds me of playing SimCity 2000, SimCity 3000, things like A-Train, Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Guys, in chat, what is your favorite sim game you've ever played? I would say my favorite is probably a toss-up between the original SimCity that I played on Super Nintendo and A-Train that I played on PlayStation. A-Train was so fun. What is you guys' favorite? Oh, you miss arcades? Yes, I definitely do too. We used to have one right at the end of town, and of course it's long gone. There's some retro arcade bars and stuff coming up now in places, but I definitely miss it too. Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Roller Coaster Tycoon was really good. You know what sim I really loved, though? Did any of you play Jurassic Park Operation Genesis or any of the newer ones they've put out? That was a hugely fun, basically like Zoo Tycoon, with like little shooting segments put in because like the dinosaurs are crazy and dangerous. But it was so fun. I loved it. All right, so let's go back to things we can actually afford. We'll do a rubber plant, maybe on this side. We'll go ahead and pop that down. All right, so we see where we're at. School's out, which means we're gonna have a huge influx of people. So we don't have a cleaner yet. So we're gonna do a litter pick, and here you can see you can pick up the litter yourself if you can't afford a cleaner yet, which is good because I've seen other sims where you couldn't do that in like business management sims. You had to have someone that could clean. All right. So we have a lot of people here, and they don't seem super happy. So we should put in a couple more machines to give them a little something to do. All right. So we're gonna put in Cobra right on top of that person. I think she's dead, probably. And we're going to go ahead and turn that on. Okay. And we probably should hire a cleaner. I think we should. I think we do have enough machines for the moment. But let's go ahead and hire a cleaner. As you can see, you can hire cleaners, and it's always a cool robot vacuum. You can hire a security dude, and you can hire all these different mascots and entertainers too. But the cleaner is definitely the most important. So I think we're going to hire this cleaner, and now we have a cleaner that's going to go around and help us out and help us take care of this stuff. And it's so cute. Watch. Oh, the robo vacuum immediately went to the bathroom. Oh, OG SimCity was so good. Mine would be SimCity for SNES. Yes! Spectrum, do you remember how good the music was in that? I have a playlist on my YouTube Music where it has like the summer and winter themes. I used to sit there as a kid and I loved the winter theme so much, and when it would snow, it looked so serene, and hearing that music, when I heard that again as an adult, like I have SimCity, I can pop it in my Retron or my SNES right now, but just hearing that again was so awesome. I loved that. And Rush, I remember SimCity 2000. They had put out, it wasn't really a DLC, it was like an add-on disc that you could go down to the street level and either drive or walk around your city. And I remember that being the coolest thing. And when I was a kid, if you had a computer that could run that, you were super cool. And I loved that. So the accountant will warn you when you got stuff going on. So we had to pay out our employees, right? But we're starting to get some of our money back. But now that we have some cleaners, now that we have the technician, let's look at what it looks like when we look at them. So he's been working a little bit here. They have their own stats. So he doesn't have any points available, but he's about to level up. He'll probably level up while we have the screen open. He's almost there. And then we're going to be able to level him up. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. And that's why I loved A-Train on PlayStation 1, because you could go in the train and go around the city. And like that stuff was so cool. And now we're so spoiled. Like they have like full 3D, like it's crazy. Like simulators now are crazy. There's ones like this that are pixel, but there's also like full 3D crazy ones. So now that we have he's gone to level 1, we can give him either perks or increase his skill, speed, or stamina. So let's increase his skill, and I hit B again, oh my gosh. So let's increase his skill, because we need them to have higher skills, because otherwise we have to like manually call someone in to fix the toilets. But also, if you look down here, you can pick up and move them, you can fire them, you can switch around their perks, you can give them a staff bonus, you can tell them not to go to the break room, or you can tell them to take a break. So there's a lot of control you have over these individual things, and it's pretty damn neat. So you can also do the same thing with the arcades. So let's start with Beast, which was our most basic arcade, all right? And let's see if we can't upgrade it. So I have 30,000 stars. You have to earn your stars. You would have started with 0. But we're going to go ahead and upgrade this to level 2, which will make people happier. And I just hit that button again. So we're going to go ahead and buy the upgrade. And now the machine's level 2. It's easier to maintain. One more thing of happiness, and it gets 2 stars per play. So that's huge. So you don't have to keep adding arcade machines. You can add a few at a time and then upgrade them to be even better. Now, the arcade machines have these options. It'll show you how much time's been played, how many tickets, but you can change the difficulty and the token cost. So let's turn Beast to Easy. It will increase the happiness, but you're not going to have as many tokens come in. But that's fine. We're going to let them have an easy game. All right? And then you can see the overall info for how much power it takes, the size, how many people have played it, and how many people are in the queue. Up to 3 people can be in the queue. After that, they'll get an angry face because the line's too long and they won't wait in the queue. And here, you can prioritize your maintenance men to use that. You can maintain it manually, or you can call it in if the maintenance man is busy, or if you're, because they can quit, or if you fired your maintenance man. So, but we've put that up to easy. We've upgraded it. That should help us out a little bit. So we can also upgrade the token machines. Those cost quite a bit more to upgrade, I believe. Yeah, that's quite a bit. But it lowers the maintenance and it makes the machine process transactions faster. Because when your arcade really gets packed, you can have a ton of people lining up at the token or ATM machine, and that will come up as one of the things people don't like. It'll be one of the complaints. So we can check on what's going on here. Why don't we go buy them a little bit of an upgrade in the staff room? Okay, so let's get them a microwave. I think they deserve a microwave. Boom, microwave populates in there. Beautiful microwave, and we have done our good deed. So let's go in, take a moment to look at some of these cool arcades we have. So these are retro machines, right? Bananas, lacrosse. I've unlocked all these. A lot of them have to be unlocked with stars. Like I said, guys, I've put a ton of hours into this game already. But these higher up ones that cost more come already upgraded. So that one's already a level 2 machine. So it will bring more happiness. So you're not just paying for like a cool looking thing. It actually comes, Eat Lead is level 3. KO is level 3. Dusty, level 4. That's a maxed out machine. But of course, it has a maxed out price. Order Up, Ninja, Monsters. Then we can move over to pinball machines. We can put in pinball machines. Normally in the first stage, you wouldn't have that unlocked yet. That's unlocked by getting the stars in the stage. Oh no, no, we got the... They come and they can take customers and they can take your products. Or the aliens can actually go in the arcade and play the arcade. Now, they didn't steal my machines. He's actually playing. Look at that. I've played this 15 hours, guys, and I've never seen him mess with the machines. Is he breaking them all? No, he didn't break that one. That's awesome. He's actually playing the machines. Normally, they come and take customers out, or they steal one of your machines, like, and you just completely lose it. But you can see my customers are not very happy. Yeah, see, the machines are breaking down, but is he going to come and take the guy away? Oh, our alien left. Damn it. The technician went to break with that machine broken? Jerk. Alright, so we're going to go, and we're just going to do a call-in for that. $80. No, I'm not. Hell with that. Fix the machine, guy. Let's go. What are you doing? Thank you. Now, something in the beginning, when they fix the machines, you have to put power to them again. I have a perk that I had unlocked through stars that allows you to automatically power up the machines once they fix them. Yes, they are. Absolutely, Rush. Because it really sucks. Like, I've had them come down and take, like, a $10,000 pinball machine. And I'm like, Hunt, come on. Please. Don't take my stuff. I had never seen them just come and chill out in the arcade. But that's pretty cool. And if I'd wanted to, like, I could have gone in closer and seen what he was doing. Because you can come pretty far out, too. Because some of these arcades that you unlock later on get much larger. So we're going to go ahead and go into our menus here, and we're going to take a deeper dive into what's going on at the arcade, because they're not really happy. So the machines are not readily available. The cost is good. The popularity is going to be based on the arcade trends that you can see down in the right-hand corner. So we need to put more machines. That needs to be this big focus, and we need to have food. So let's go and get some food for the guys. This is a small place, so we're not going to go too crazy. But we're going to put in a food machine. So we're going to put a lovely food machine right here in the corner. Boom. Up. We have to wait a second. We had our costs come out. We're at 289, 283. Come on. Let's get us up. 360. Boom. Food machine, baby. And now let's go over to drinks. And the soda can vendor is much smaller. Alright. And as you can see, that orange thing where the girl is standing shows where they have to have clearance to stand. So I can put this right next to it. Their standing area can overlap. And that can be kind of helpful. So we got to get up to 225 though. Now we could sell things if we wanted to, but I think that we'll make enough. And I'm going to show you guys what you can do with these machines after. So have you guys played any modern sim games? Because I know a lot of you guys talked about retro sim games. Have you guys played any modern ones recently? I know I really enjoyed Port Royale on PS3. I really enjoyed that one. Oh, we can build it. And I really enjoy the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. I got into them first through Dynasty Warriors, but those are really great, like war sims. I love those. You know, strategic games like that. So let's take a closer look at our soda cans, though. So the cool thing is, right, there's multiple things you can do here. So you can set... Oh, I hit the B button again. You can set the stock price, which means how much different kind of drinks and how much thirst they will restore. Now you can put that way up and it will cost you more. So we're not going to go too crazy. We're going to go like mid, and then we're going to have to increase the price a little bit. No, let's bring it to, we'll lose a little bit on the drinks. So the sale price and the stock price make it so our profits will be minus 14, but it will help our arcade some. Now, if you had already had a ton of money, you can just take a huge loss and it will give you 5 happiness rating. And then you're just worried about the food variety. So we'll leave that now that we've done that. So that should help with our arcade's happiness. So now we're going to go over and take a look at this one. We're going to leave this one... We'll only take a small hit on this one, like $5. But that'll get us up to 3. Alright, so that should help a little bit. And then we probably need to get some more machines going. Okay, so we got to wait for a little bit because we've spent a lot of money here. Roller Coaster Tycoon, good deal. Good deal. Yeah, a lot of those kind of like Port Royale had some combat in it. And it had some like settlement building stuff in it. Like that was really fun. That was one I liked. But yeah, I don't play a ton myself either. And then like SimCity and all that kind of fell off. So that kind of all went away after that huge disaster. What was it with 4? When they like put out like a terrible game with all this DRM and stuff in it. That was really rough. Another thing when we were talking about the music. Romance of the Three Kingdoms had such beautiful music, especially if you like that like Asian music and Asian instruments. Really good. This game has really good music too, and it varies a lot. I really like it. And it's also calming to see the rain and the thunder and stuff. It's pretty neat. Alright, so let's see how our trash is looking. Oh, he's keeping it empty, and it has good coverage, so the guy's not like overworking. So I want to see how our tech is doing. He has another point available. So I think we're going to put that one into speed, because he was very slow responding before. So we're going to put that into speed. And let's see where our robot is. Can he have an upgrade? He can. He can. And I love how locating trash, beep boop, movement program loading. Like, there's some really cool stuff. We probably should give him some more skill. No, actually his stamina is really low. So let's give him some stamina. Alright, and he'll level up again soon. But we're only at 36% happiness, so something still isn't going right. So let's see. Food is very bad. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, because this is something you may not want to do till later on, but I'm going to go ahead and hit the R buttons to speed this up, and then you'll see how this is running. So we're playing it, we're going to go to max 4 speed, and you'll start to see the changes we made will do things faster. So our happiness should start going up because we have the soda, we have the food, and we should hopefully be able to get some money, and then we can put in more machines. The only thing when you're playing at the higher speed is it can be hard to select, even with the touchscreen, your employees and stuff to look at them because they're moving so quickly. So let's turn it down just a little. Let's go 2 speed. Alright. I want to show you guys something else. You can also look at your customers. So Ben Davies, his happiness, his hunger, his toilet, how long they stayed in the arcade, how much they spent, and then they will have their complaints too, and the things that they like. So every single customer has additional things that you can look at. So let's look at what we have. We could do... Oh, they're back. What are they doing? They just took somebody. They just took somebody. Oh, God. Somebody ain't going home. Pinball machines are so expensive. Oh, we had something happen. Machine breakdown. And luckily he responded to it fairly quickly, but it does cost you money. So we're probably going to have to wait. It seems like when they use it, when the aliens use it, they... Oh my gosh. Please take the alien out. I don't know what's up with all the alien attacks going on here. This is pretty crazy. So, you also want to make sure that you save. And I hit the B button again. I'll stop doing that eventually. And the cool thing is, each scenario saves your game in it. So, when you start a new one, it doesn't just overwrite your save. He's a good robot. Yeah. Pikmin 4, good stuff. So, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. So I want to take a look at what is going on here. I was doing that before the aliens attacked again. What are these people so darn unhappy about? So let's see. We still need more machines. They are not happy with the drinks. 4% availability. That's weird, because there's a drink machine. What's wrong with the drink machine? Maybe I should get rid of this and put an actual drink machine. So I'm going to go actually ahead and sell this. And I'm going to sell this plant, because it's in the way of where the drink machine will go. And we're going to build the fancier drink machine, because they are not happy with that little rinky-dink drink machine. We're going to give them... That one's too big for the arcade. We're going to give them this one. Okay. Oh my gosh, my payments came out. We got to wait a minute now. Come on. Yeah, you're looking at the specter of the ghost machine, or of the drink machine. Come on, get up to 360. We really need this drink machine. We really need it. Come on. Robot, donate money to the drink machine fund. Give us some of those quarters you sucked up. Come on, guys. Okay. Boom, drink machine. And we're going to take a look. It's set to a small profit. We want to probably make it so it'll give them at least 3 happiness. There we go. We'll be okay with minus $5. That should make them happier. And again, the place where they use the machines can overlap. So it's okay that they're right next to each other as long as that clearance for them to stand there is there. So you can already see it's starting to go up some. So the next thing we're going to want to do is build some more machines. So we'll take a look. What do we got for retro? I don't like to double up machines. We did Cobra. So we'd want to do Death next, and that one's 700. So let's wait and see if we can't get up to the 700. Come on, let's get there. I really want the Death machine. I like the idea of a Death machine. Let's do it. Come on. 700, let's go. Oh, that guy was ooh, what happened? Huge payments came out. That's not good. But 40%, we're starting to move up. We're starting to move up. We really want Death Machine, though. I'm going to speed up a little bit, just to see if we'll be able to get this. Come on. And again, the one thing you are missing is the star development, because this whole time you'd be unlocking perks. I unfortunately have fully unlocked perks, so... Whoop, okay, we're starting to move in the right direction. Oop, there we go. Let's go. Come on, we got this. Contrary to popular belief, it was not home consoles that killed the arcade business. It was rampant alien attacks. Oh, Rush, that is absolutely true. The darn aliens are always causing trouble. Not great. Come on. Oh, we can't do this yet. We cannot get that one yet. But I think we may have hit some of our metrics. So let's go over to finance. No, let's go to objectives first. We're almost at 50 guests. We've almost had 50 guests visit. So we're going to be able to take out a loan, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And, you know, debt is always something everyone loves. So I also have a lightning rod perk that allows, every once in a while, the building will get struck. If you don't have the lightning rod, it can actually power down some of your machines and damage them. But the cool thing is, with the lightning rod, it will store energy. So that's actually a pretty cool additional thing that you can do. So we definitely probably have over 50 guests now. So let's check our objectives. Oh, we're almost there. 98%. Come on. We're going to hit 2 objectives basically right in a row, too. Come on. And you will get a notification up on the screen when you hit objectives. The objectives, like the trophy ones, give you like a big thing in the middle of the screen. But your contracts, which are like the little challenges you can do, will have like a little objective that comes up in the corner. Come on, we need a few more guests. Just a few more. We got this. We almost can get this one here. Come on. Ooh, we're so close to 724. Come on. Yeah! So we got the silver. Alright, it says reward already claimed for me, but now I can take out a loan. Okay. So we got the bronze too, because another guest visited and put us over that threshold. So we're hitting these all at once. I'm loving it. So we're going to go ahead and turn this guy on. And it says low power, so we will have to buy some power eventually. But we can look at our objectives, and we've hit 2 of them now. Okay. So we can go to finance, and we're going to take out the small loan. I don't want to go too crazy, because you do have to pay them back every month. So if you go too crazy taking out loans, well, that won't really help you that much. But I do want to put a pinball game in. So we're going to go with one of the basic ones. We're going to put Blob. Alright, and that's exciting. We have our first pinball in here. Alright, let's turn that on. Oh, and I ran out of power. Not good. So we're going to have to switch all these back on once he fixes them. See, you can really mess things up if you're not paying attention. So our maintenance man's about to have a challenge. Jeez. That poor guy. I'm trying to remember. We need to do... I'm trying to remember how to get the power without the touchscreen. Summaries? I bet you I get the power here. Yes. No, I can't. Let's, open the overlay, radial menu. I think it's in the radial menu, maybe? I don't remember how to get the power without, without the touchscreen. And I'm using the Pro controller. So, you would normally buy power up in the corner. And you'd be able to change the amount of power that you have. So, So let's pause it while I figure out how to do this here. Maybe it's low power. So that's how we bring up... No, that didn't help. That I actually do not know, because I solely played on the handheld. Well, you can buy power. You simply click on the power up there, and it will allow you to purchase power for your machines and stuff. But yeah, I want to show you guys real quick. So we're going to go ahead and save, okay? I want to show you guys what the really bustling arcades look like. I'm going to show you guys a couple of... I lost my eye to an alien in the arcade. I want to show you guys what the really big ones look like one of the ones I was working on before. So let's go back to the main menu. And we'll save and quit. I love that. That's what they usually do. They usually take your arcades like that. There's also a sandbox mode where you can play and you can decide how much money you have and you can decide the size of any of those things. So let's go to the campaigns that we had going for some of these other ones. I think I had a campaign active for Starlight Street. So we can continue that one. This one was pretty bustling. Alright, so we're going to continue this. And you guys can see what this place looks like when it's going crazy. So this one I had like cool floors in it. This is actually a smaller one, but it's a nice setup. I liked how I had the machine set up. We have the larger bathroom. All right, and I'll show you one more larger one, but as you can see, this one I had 46,000. I was making good profits on it. All right, we have multiple different kinds of machines going. We had basically like a lot of the retros going. Pretty neat stuff. And I think this one doesn't have any of the like really fancy, but you see we have like the fancier token machine. So this one's pretty good. I like this one. That one has 18 people. This is not the one I thought it was though. I want to go back and show you the much bigger one. So it's the one after Starlight Street. So we'll go to campaign. No. Okay, so this one is the one that I was currently doing. This one is the one that's really big. As you can see, I have 310,000, and currently there's 69 people in it, and I'm at 76% happiness. So this is one where you'll get to see where it's really like bustling out. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue. And this one is just crazy looking. This one is really neat. Watering down the cola. kidnapping customers. So let's zoom in on this thing. Look at this. Now we're going to slow it down so you can actually see what's going on, because that's like a little crazy looking. So we have our mascot dudes. We have our T-Rex guy, a robot dude, the Western guys. We got a Christmas tree. You can see how happy these people are. Here are some of the food areas you can get. Like this one, Brain Freeze, it's called. And then we have Pirate Pieces of 8 Cafe. We have a candy. You can't see it because it's on the far wall, but it's like a big candy dispenser. And then we have some of those unique machines I was telling you about. This one, Strikeout Alley. See, it costs one of the coins to buy for doing the contracts. It has maxed stats. It's pretty neat. But if you think it was on a small scale, look at these. All these different food places you can have. All these different decorations. Yeah, the skulls look pretty cool. I love it. We got these cool knight statues. Because they like variety in their decoration. So like I put in the Christmas tree even though it looks pretty gaudy. This is one of the special machines that you can kind of see. Candyland. That's one of the modern machines. And like I said, we'll real quick go into that because we're getting kind of to the end here. But, so we have retro arcade machines, pinball machines, pusher machines, modern machines. These ones I haven't even unlocked yet. Like, the game has a ton of content. We have tables. And again, with these, like, I'll unlock this one with the stars. You hold down A, and now I can put Solarize if I had the space. There's no space in here yet. But you can see how many cool things there are. We got Thunder Ice, and then you have shooter games. Ooh. That one, I think, has so many things going on it that happened. But guys, I appreciate everyone coming out. I hope you had a great look at the game. I definitely have put in 15 to 20 hours in it. I let that stage play way too long. It's a smaller area, and I packed it out. I think that's why the game had a crash. I haven't had a lot of that. It runs pretty smoothly. But I've loved the game. Like I said, 15 to 20 hours. I unlocked all the perks. And like I said, I wasn't sure that I was going to be down for it, but I'm really glad that I checked it out. And I hope that I was able to show you guys that it's a fun time. Remember, pre-orders are open, so definitely check that out. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week when we will be streaming Elisa, another huge Series 10 title that I cannot wait to get my hands on. So thanks for coming by. And as always, we're proudly premium. And everyone should stay creepy. Bye, guys.